I just... Yeah, that healer had nothing he could do. Bro, what is this? Everyone is dying. Everyone is dying. AGS, for the love of God, nerf this broken artifact. Bro, I got like 5 kills in 10 seconds. Almost got the 6th one. Yeah, I got the 6th one now. How is this not nerfed? How is this in the game? Okay, one more. It just doesn't stop. Hello guys, the clip you've just seen, it was just crazy. I know. This weapon is broken. 7 kills in like what, 20 seconds or something? It just goes to show that this weapon is broken, right? That doesn't really happen with other weapons most of the time. Anyways, I just want to show you what build that I'm currently running with this. I'm still testing out some different stuff, but I have a bit setup that I think is gonna be useful for everybody. Maybe let's start with, I mean, again, what makes this build is the Crescent wave. This is a new artifact that we got in this season, and it's been just crazy. I'm running Endless Thirst, right? As my jewelry artifact. Endless Thirst is pretty good if you rotate between 2 different survival potions. It will basically let you, bypass the cooldown that you have on the survival potion. So it's pretty good, and you will still get the extra 33% healing. I'm running Ironheart as my armor artifact. The reason why I'm running Ironheart is because I think it gives me so much value in a medium equip load. Normally, in a medium build, you kind of want to run something like Tumbler's Field Trap, right? But since that's boots, right? You can't really run it with the Kin Speed boost from the Worm. I think in this case, Ironheart is a great choice, especially because you have this requirement on this artifact skill that that requires you to be above 50% HP to be able to send those arcane beams, right? And having that extra HP is just gonna give you more uptime when you are above 50% HP, if that makes sense. I think we've just covered the artifacts. For the rest of the items, it's not that important, right? I'm running Keen Speed Boost, I have the Keen Chest, etc., etc. What I can show you is I can just show you the BIS setup that I have on my website. So if you go to medium one, because this I kind of prefer medium, but I also have a light build that I will show to you in a second as well. So yeah, this is kind of the setup that I have in mind that is gonna be BIS for this weapon in medium equip loop at least. Yeah, I'm running like 2 conditionings, vital synergy on my worm chest. I'm running 1 shirking heals. I think shirking heals is pretty important if you want to proc your healing breeze, right? Unfortunately, mortal lifesteal is not working for that purpose anymore, which is kind of a shame, but it is what it is. I have relentless freedom perk. Again, this is a very strong weapon perk. You should have that. I'm running 1 acid vigor, keen speed boost with enchanted ward. I'm running hatchet as my offhand. Again, this is just from worm, and it's pretty good. You could run dark ascent, you could run stormform. Honestly, it doesn't matter too much. Again, this weapon is so broken. I would even say that the build doesn't matter too much since the weapon is just carrying, right? Like you can play with, I don't know, bow, musket, rapier. Like you can play it with all these builds. I like to play it with hatchet, but again, you can test around. One thing you might be wondering about is the fact that I'm only running Relentless Rush as a skill, and the reason why is that if I use any other skill, it's actually a damage loss, and the reason why is that the arcane beams that you are sending out are created only when you are heavy attacking. So if I use this Rupture skill, I will not have that DPS. Again, Rupture might have some other benefits to it, right? I'm not saying that this is what you should be running 100%, but again, this serves me well, right? I get to open pretty much almost all of the passives, which is also nice, right? And again, I only play with Relentless Rush. This also enables me to run the Moonstone gem. Moonstone is activated whenever your skills are on cooldown, active weapon skills are on cooldown. And since you have only one, you can have pretty much almost, I don't know, 100% uptime on that gem, right? So that works quite well. Uh, so the artifact is coming with without a gem slot, right? These three perks are on it by I mean parallax as well, right? And you are given a choice to go with either gem slot or any other perk that you might want. Um, I like. I mean, I went with gemstone, but there is one other thing that you can do, and that is to go with Plex Strikes. And the reason why Plex Strike is actually a choice here is that you are dealing so much damage as is that it wouldn't hurt too much to lose some of it, right? It's just again, it's just too strong as it is by default, and you could throw Plex Strikes on it, and Plex Strikes is gonna allow you to plague enemies, and it's gonna allow you to do it even in the way that you are gonna be plaguing multiple enemies, because by default plague strikes and plague crits, these two perks have an internal cooldown, and you can't really plague uh two people at the same time by just hitting them once. But what this artifact enables is that you send those arcane beams, they propagate, and they hit multiple people at different times. And if you hit them different times, you're actually gonna be able to plague them, because again, the internal cooldown is not gonna be an obstacle in this case. So again, that is a good idea as well. Uh, One other thing actually that I wanted to talk about is, again, another thing that makes this build so strong. It gives you insane amount of cooldown reduction. The arcane beams that you are sending out are actually coded as heavy attacks, and if you have this, left side of ulti skill or whatever it's called, you're gonna be having 10% cooldown reduction. It is gonna give you a great amount of cooldown reduction and uptime on your Relentless Rush. And Relentless Rush is a very strong greatsword ability. I would argue that it's the strongest one of all, and it's gonna get you out of tricky situations very often. So again, just a heads up that there is a good synergy here. You don't necessarily have to run it like this. Honestly, you can, like, if you like to run other greatsword abilities, I mean, again, by all means, go for it. The weapon is already dealing insane amount of damage. You can get some utility as well. Again, it's kind of a personal choice. I think you could just, draw some of these passives that are not that important, like this one, for example, blocking makes you enter Divine Stance, etc., etc. You could just get Steadfast Strike. You could get Roaring Rupture as well, and you might also get Skyward Slash. Again, these are not so bad, right? This one staggers, etc. Maybe we can also quickly go over the light build. Okay, like you can find, as I said, you can find both builds on my website. As a matter of fact, you can find so many builds, guys. I will leave the link to my website in the description. Again, you can find so many stuff here that's gonna be useful to you for both PvE and PvP. But let's maybe take a quick look at the light Crescent Wave build as well. I kind of want to run this at featherweight, but then again, you can play it with other stuff as well. You can even play with tumblers. You can play it with the crit boost since it's got a buff recently. You can play it with so many stuff, but I kind of prefer it with featherweight since you are so squishy already for being in onslaught stance, right? You get extra damage. You get hit by extra damage if you're in onslaught stance. Maybe featherweight can, make it tiny bit less squishy. I like to run Shirking Heals with this one. I'm running, again, the Hasty Vigor, Relentless Freedom glows here. Relentless Freedom is pretty good. I'm still running with the Keen Speed Boost. Again, even after the nerf to it, I still love Keen Speed Boots. We still have the healing breeze shocking his synergy here. I would definitely recommend it. We are still running endless thirst. It's insane amount of healing. Again, my offhand is still hatchet here. But as I mentioned, again, you can run anything with this build, guys. Like rapier, musket, bow, you name it. Okay, the great sword is just gonna carry you. Okay, guys, that kind of sums it up for me. I mean, hopefully you guys like the build guide. I'm streaming on Twitch every day at around 1 p.m. Central European time. I'm live every day, as I said, and yeah, if you have any questions or if you want to watch something in real time, please drop by. And yeah, peace out. Holy shit! Guys, that was planned. That was planned. Oh my. I just got 2 kills with 1 swing. Bro. Please nerf this Great Sword Aegis. Please nerf it. It's too OP. I got 1 more. What is this?